Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel in the first place. Today we have a Katsuki X listener. I want to say, I know this one is going to get more popular or have more views compared to the other ones because y'all are Bakugou simps and I'm calling you out on it right now. Please be respectful in the live chat if you are there. Let's just go ahead and get into it for day 8 of the 12 days of Christmas. It's snowing outside, drifts of white sparkling out in the sun outside the window of the common area. The knocked-over piles of snow and traces of the class's quirks among the otherwise pristine sheets of snow are evidence of the snowball fight that you all had just had, but you were grateful that the damage had been limited by both Katsuki and Todoroki being banned from playing after just 5 minutes. Now you're inside, next to a roaring fire as the rest of your class sings rock versions of Christmas carols at the top of their lungs. Thanks to Jiro and the rest of the band, you sit on the sofa, watching with a smile on your face as you're reminded of the show you had all just put on at the Culture Festival. Kaminari and Tokoyami are on the guitars, with Momo on the keyboard, and Jiro as a bass guitar and lead singer. As for Katsuki, he's on the drum kit, with a deadpan expression as he plays effortlessly with deft skill, maintaining a steady beat, and making sure not to overpower the rest of the band. He looks incredibly bored. "Can we play something other than fucking Christmas carols?" he asks as they play the ending chord to a song. The applause and shouts of "More, more!" from Mina and Kirishima. "Aw, come on Bakugou, everyone's having such a good time," Sarah says, gesturing to the bright smiles all around. You give him a thumbs up and grin from the couch, to which he responds with a scowl as he raises his drumsticks again. "I fucking hate all of you." "Wait, guys, we're all getting pretty tired," Jiro says apologetically. "Sorry, going straight from the snowball fight into this was kinda draining. Maybe we can just put on the radio instead?" "Oh, sure, Jiro. We should have thought about how you guys felt, sorry." Izuku rushes to turn on the radio and then helps the band pack up, unplugging cables and gathering the microphones. Packing up is easy, especially with Yororaka helping. She simply touches all of the equipment and then you help push it into the lift with basically zero effort. As the rest of you stay downstairs, Jiro arranges the instruments back in her room. "How about we do the gift exchange next then?" Hida suggests, adjusting his glasses. "Everyone remembered to buy their present for Secret Santa, right?" He's met by nods and faces of excitement all around, and Jiro comes back down and sorts out the gifts. "Ah, Jiro, this one's yours," Kaminari says, holding out a present wrapped in red paper. It doesn't take long before everyone's sorted out with their own presents and sitting in a circle. Kaminari shakes his, frowning in confusion when it doesn't rattle. "Who wants to go first?" Momo asks, placing her present down on the floor in front of her. It's pretty obvious from the shape that it's a piece of clothing, but she doesn't seem to have figured it out yet. She may be the smartest in the class, but she could be surprisingly clueless sometimes. "Let's just open them all at once," Ida suggests, adjusting his glasses again. That way it'll be quicker. He is met with murmurs of agreement from most of the class, and on the count of 3, everyone opens their presents. "What did you get?" you ask Katsuki over the sound of paper tearing. He's sitting cross-legged next to you and rips open his present with brutal aggression, then blinks in surprise when he unwraps a sprig of mistletoe held together with a sparkly ribbon. You laugh, watching his expression turn more and more confused as he picks it up and examines it, evidently trying to figure out who it's from. He turns to you, decidingly ignoring his own confusing present for now. "What did you get then, loser?" You grin and hold up a pair of new earphones. "They're perfect, I just broke mine last week." "Because you're a clumsy piece of crap," he says flatly, glancing around the circle. "When are we gonna do the reveals?" "Has everyone opened their presents?" Ida asks, to nods all around once again. "Then we can reveal them now. I bet mine's from Jiro." There's a cacophony of noise as everyone declares who they bought gifts for. Surprisingly, yours is from Izuku, not from Jiro. "You were complaining about not being able to listen to music with broken earphones," he explains, rubbing the back of his neck with a nervous smile. "So I thought those would be a good gift." You offer him a bright grin and a thumbs up. Katsuki's apparent annoyance. "They're perfect, thanks, Izuku." Around you, smiles and hugs are exchanged as people find out who their presents are from. Jiro gives Kaminari a small smile of thanks as she looks over the vintage record she's received. and from what you can see of his face, Shoji just looks confused and slightly horrified at the stack of indecent magazines he's received, no doubt from Mineta. As for the purple-haired boy himself, he had the honor of receiving a lighter from Katsuki. "It's so you can burn down your disgusting room," he says, a wicked grin pulling on the corner of his lips. Mineta backs away nervously. "Thanks." Then he proceeds to move to the other side of the room and stay there. "Alright, who the fuck gave me mistletoe and why?" Katsuki demands, looking around the circle and growing impatient. He's met with silence, and then Ayoma raises his hand, which is hard to miss since he's wearing an outfit that you're pretty sure could double as a disco ball. "That's my gift," he declares, winking. "And it's so you'll have the opportunity to kiss the amazing listener, who is in fact sitting right next to you." In a split second, as if rehearsed, Kirishima and Kaminari have snatched the mistletoe out of Katsuki's hands and are holding it atop the both of your heads. A couple members of the class chanting, "Kiss, kiss, kiss," as your cheeks darken. Although, to be honest, a kiss from Katsuki would be a pretty great Christmas gift. There's no chance of that, though. Katsuki snatches the mistletoe away from Kirishima and Kaminari, to the disappointed groans of the class and a couple of people reprimanding the others. "Fucking hell, that's the stupidest idea I've ever heard, as if I'd kiss them like that," Katsuki growls, eyes flashing as he glares around the class. "Way to ruin the Christmas spirit," Mineta mutters, still on the other side of the room. Katsuki stands and turns, heading towards his own room with his hands in his pockets. "Whatever, I'm leaving." He glances back at you, crimson eyes softening just slightly as he meets your gaze. "Listener." Abruptly, he stops mid-sentence and then continues walking towards the elevator, ignoring the protests of the rest of the class. As soon as the door is shut, they all turn to look at you with wide eyes and sigh. "I'll go try and get him back down. Sorry about that." "Thanks, listener," Izuku says, offering you a thumbs up. "You can do it." You gave everyone another smile and ran towards the elevator, waiting impatiently for it to come back down. When it does arrive, you press the button for the 4th floor, waiting for it to go up, tapping your foot as it moves. The doors open with a chime, and you practically sprint to Katsuki's room and hammer on his door. "Katsuki!" The doors swing open. He's looking at you, with an unimpressed look on his face. "Took you long enough, dipshit." You raise an eyebrow as you enter his room, closing the door behind you and then heading straight for his bed. You sit down on it and sigh, leaning on his shoulder as he sits down next to you. "Why do you have to do this?" you ask tiredly, ignoring the fact that you're a little hurt too. You get that he may not wanted to kiss you, but it had hurt a little when he'd said it. He stays silent for a while, then his arm reaches around your waist and he pulls you closer, exhaling softly. "It's not that I didn't want to kiss you, dumbass. It's stupid that I have to do that because of that damn plant. Isn't the point of that kind of shit to do it when you want?" The two of you sit there in silence for a while as you try and think of a response. Your brain doesn't seem to be working though, and all that comes out of your mouth is a weak, "Yeah?" He scoffs, turning his body so that way he faces you, arm still around your waist. His other hand reaches up to tilt your chin towards his face, and you can see your reflection in the scarlet eyes of his. "You're an idiot if you seriously thought I didn't want to," he breathes, and then he's kissing you. His lips are slightly rough against yours, the world seeming to stop around you as your senses go into overdrive. All you can feel is the insistent press of his lips, the feeling of his arm around your waist, the warmth of his body against yours. It's like tiny explosions spark everywhere he touches, and that's not just because of the nature of his quirk. All too soon, he's drawing back, eyes still closed like he's trying to memorize the feeling. After a few seconds, they open slightly and look straight towards you. You cover your face, wanting to hide your no doubt insanely red cheeks. He pushes your hand downwards, surprisingly gentle, a smirk tugging on his mouth as you glance away in embarrassment. "Come on, don't look away, you look cute as fuck." You shake your head, still flustered. "We should go back downstairs. The others want you back, you know." His expression shows the slightest hint of surprise when he hears this, but he's quick to cover it up with a scowl. "Back to that hellhole? No thanks. Stay up here with me." "Please?" You try putting your hand over his in an attempt to persuade him. "For me, I just want to spend time with the rest of them too. We can always come back up here later. Fine, he agrees, but begrudgingly, standing up beside you and heading out of the door. I fucking hate you. You offer him a bright grin, and then his lips are on yours again. You blink as he pulls back, cheeks darkening as the elevator doors open and the both of you step in. Just because I won't be able to kiss you again later with everyone there, he mutters. The elevator descends and you look up at him with a smile growing on your face. Thanks, Katsuki. Huh? For what, you weirdo? You watch as the numbers blinking on the elevator go down to the last few floors and the doors start to open. For making this the best Christmas I've had so far. You leave him staring after you, still standing in the elevator as the rest of the class welcomes you back with bright faces and cheerful smiles. Then, barely audible, Katsuki's voice filters through. Same to you, shithead. Alright, so that's the end of this one. I hope you enjoyed. Again, if you're in the live chat, make sure to thank our lovely moderators for being here, taking time out of their day. Music link, fanfic link, Discord link, thumbnail art link will all be in the description. There's probably more stuff down there. I don't remember, really, but that's fine. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, whatever. I hope you're looking forward to the next 4 days of the Christmas special, and then it's over. I hope to see you in the next one, and have a great rest of your day, night, whatever, and goodbye!